Make this carnival a special one at Spice Isle Jewelry. Get up to 40% off our collection of silver and gold jewelry with purchases above $115. Visit our 2 locations on Grenville Street, St. George's and Spiceland Mall Grand Dance and see our fine selection of traditional West Indian bangles, necklaces, earrings, rings and our unique handmade pieces. Step into Spice Isle Jewelry and shop in air-conditioned comfort with friendly, helpful and courteous staff. We also pay the most for scrap gold. Our repair service is second to none. Treat yourself or someone special with something special from Spice Isle Jewelry. Serving you since 1986. Call us on telephone number 440-3155 or 440-6648. Sale ends August 31st.
Welcome to Ride Along Live. Welcome to Tuesday on the ride. Yeah. Wow. And as you guys know, it's always a pleasure to be here in the seat, in the hot chair every day. So as you're coming, guys, as you're coming, guys, go ahead and share up the thing. Hit that share button and say, I share. Yeah. Today's program, guys, it's an update, but standalone by itself because I'll tell all you later. I'll tell all you later. First, share, then we talk. All right. Susan, how you doing? Donna, Joseph, how you doing? Ah, boy. Good evening to you. Hey, Martin, how you doing? Big up yourself. Thank you. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hold on. Let me share. Let me share on my end. Yeah. Hey, Shante, how you doing? Vernice, Jennifer. Thank you so much. Yes. I want to make sure that you guys share as I'm sharing. You see how hard we work to get everybody involved in the conversation, right? Amika, Ventor, want to get everybody involved. Okay. All right. Lucille Pascal, how you doing? Big up yourself. Suzanne. I'm seeing a few new names. So where you guys, let's do a quick roll call. Where you guys tuning in from? Ezra Gilbert, where you guys watching us from? You in the inside? Thank you. Love to have you on the inside. Brush Done Pear. You share twice, Monica? That's great. Love that. Glenroy. Shortwave. Big up yourself. Margaret, thank you so much. Gregory, thank you so much. All right, guys. So the program today is an update on a story we had about a year ago. I don't know if the name John Dell ring a bell. Now this young man appeared on this program initially because of what transpired. You see, what happened was the young man was walking in a certain area in Grenada. And as he walked in that certain area, which some people deem as the exclusive area of the country, he was somehow stopped by a particular individual. And let's just say it was an uncomfortable meeting because he felt that he was isolated, right? He was somehow isolated. Kind of like you weren't supposed to be in that area, kind of isolated, right? So before we go on, I want to update you guys on the story. You remember that, right? All you remember that, right? Okay. Let me play back a piece of that interaction and the story then, so that we can bring everybody up to context. Check this out.
I want to play back this audio that we just recently received from a young man in Grenada who was very, very shocked and surprised that this kind of thing could have happened to him in his own homeland. It's a place that he born, first place that he grew up. Now, when I heard the audio, I said that, but wait now, didn't we deal with something like this already before? But when I really check, we dealt with this quite a number of times. So obviously, with all the consultation, with all the conversation, with all the things that we've done, it still wasn't enough because it's obvious that certain people never get the message. So this conversation would go way, way, way into 2022. But I want to play it here to start the conversation again, just to give you a prelude as to what the conversation would be in 2022 when we look deeper into this particular story. Take a listen to what happened to this young man in a place that he called his home, in a place where his neighbors string berry, in a place where his parents grew him up. Take a listen to what happened to him now and comment at the bottom.
Hey, good night. I'm just sending this voice note to let you know what is really going on in this island with these foreign investors. On Monday night around 9:40 p.m., I was walking along the Lance Aux Espines road. It's a kind of by road, it's Seaview Lane to be exact. And I noticed this vehicle, a grey Terios, was driving behind me coming up. And the pace it was driving, I thought they say the person was coming towards me to give me a ride. But then when the vehicle approached me, the gentleman turned and asked me, what am I doing? What am I doing here? Who am I looking for? When he asked me that, I pretended I didn't hear him, so I continued walking. Then he continued driving behind me, and then he asked me the same thing again. What am I doing here? Who am I looking for? I turn and I tell him I'm not looking for anybody, and I continue walking. The gentleman continued driving behind me up until he ended up hitting me with his mirror of his vehicle. So then I stopped and I say, look, you want me to call the police or what? He said, and then he said, yes, you could call him. And he started saying a number to call him, but I already had the number on my phone. So he turned and told me, when I call him, make sure I ask Mr. Smith. Officer Smith is in charge, and he and all the police in the station is friend, and he just supply them with food. He's a white Italian guy. And then he turned and told me, the road I'm walking, it belongs to him. It's his private road. I know Seaview Lane doesn't belong to anyone as a private road because he have numerous houses along that road. And the man, he was so angry. I don't know if this man have something against Grenadians or what. And his wife, to be exact, is a black woman. And she will turn and tell me I must answer the man properly when I'm speaking to him. I don't know where these men come to Grenada, think they invest in and think they have leverage over everybody. They higher than everybody in Grenada. They see Grenadians as nobody. I don't understand. I don't know what kind of privilege the government is giving them. I don't know.
Now we're going to give the relevant authorities sufficient time to respond to this. One,
All right. Yeah, we're speaking to John Dale, who is in the middle of this. John Dale, are you able to hear me?
Yeah,
John Dale, are you hearing me? You hear me, right?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
All right,
Yeah, I'm
good,
hearing
good,
you.
good. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. All right. Okay, all right. Everybody's hearing me now. John Dale is hearing me. We're good to go. All right, so we just got a chance to revisit this this story, John Dale. It happened about a year ago or so, right? I know there have been so much updates. So much things happened. There was legal proceedings that we're gonna speak about. But how you been? How you been, John Dale?
Good so far. Everything with me. So far, everything's okay. Everything's okay. Good health. Good health.
Right, right.
I'm employed. I'm complaining.
Okay. All right. All right. So after this interaction, John Dale, tell us from there what transpired after you appearing on the program and sharing your story. What transpired after?
Well, after the program, I think that was in December, early January.
Yes, yes.
Right. So up until the trying to get the correct date until the 21st of July of this year,
Right.
I got a call from a gentleman stating that he has a letter for me to appear in court on the 25th. So I got the letter on the 21st to appear in court on the 25th, which is 7 months later. So it's now the
Hold on, John. There. One
up
second.
in
One
the
second.
25th of
One
July.
second. One second. Folks are saying that they're not hearing you clearly. Let's try to fix that problem right now. Stand by, guys. We'll fix the issue with the audio with John Dell. It's echoing. Stand by. We're gonna fix that problem. Stand by, guys. Let's fix that issue right now. We'll move fixing that issue. All right. All right, there we go. Feedback. All right, that should be better. No. Hi, John Dell. Are you there now?
Yeah.
All right, good. That should fix the echo problem. We're good to go now. Right, John Dell. Start back from the part where
over?
Yeah, start back over. But after the program, after you appeared on the program, you obtained a lawyer. Right?
Yeah.
So okay. So you obtained a lawyer. Who was the lawyer that was working on the case? Start back from that point. After you obtained the lawyer.
The lawyer I've spoken to was Jerry Edwin.
Okay. All right. I keep going from there. Just repeat. Because I didn't hear it.
Yeah, I spoke to Jerry a bit. I spoke to him, but I think it was a week after or so.
Mm-hmm.
I got a call from I think it was MTV, I think. Mm-hmm. One of the news station, and they wanted me to give them tell them the story, what happened, you know. So I did, because the lawyer called them and called me.
Mm-hmm.
So it went on. I shared my same story on that news station. And then after that, I waited a while, you know, I didn't get a response from the people that dropped the summons or whatever. And I didn't get a response from them up until the 21st of July, which is like almost 8 months after the incident.
Right.
And then I got the 21st of July, and the gentleman called me and told me about a letter for me to appear in court.
Uh-huh.
I said, okay. And I have to appear in court the 25th. So I got a letter the 21st to appear, which was a Thursday, the 25th, Monday. So up come the case. Well, I went in the court. My lawyer wasn't present.
Hold on. We're still getting complaints that the audio is not clear. All right, tell you what. Hang up from the live here. I'll call you on the WhatsApp. It will be a better conversation on the WhatsApp. It'll be more clear. All right?
Oh,
I'll call you on the WhatsApp right
so
now.
leave.
Yeah, just hang up on this. I'll call you on the WhatsApp right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Guys, it's important that I get this audio as clear as possible, because this is some major updates. And John Dale don't understand why things have been moving so slow. No one understands why things are not moving. Let me call John Dale so he could give you the full update. Stand by, guys, so we could fix this issue right now. This should be a little clearer. Stand by. Hey, John Dale, are you hearing me?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, move away from the song. There's a lot of song in your background, so you could move further away from it, so we get your audio better. All right.
You hearing me better now?
Yeah, hearing you better, but there's still a lot of songs. So just move away from the music. Just go further away. You don't have to worry about the lighting anymore. So just want to hear your song, and just move away from the music, because it's a lot of music stuff in your background.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Move as far away from the music as possible so we could hear you clearly. Stand by, guys. I really want you guys to hear his story. All right, John Dale, are you far away from the music now? John Dale, are you? Oh. We're working to fix his audio problem, guys. All right, I think it's good now. All right, John Dale, are you there?
Yeah, you hear me?
All right, I'm hearing you much better now. Much better now. All right. Much clearer. Everything is good. All right, so go ahead, John Dale.
We just start right over then.
Yeah, no, just start from the lawyer part. From you got Jerry Edwin. You started to work with Jerry Edwin, and just proceed from there. You could catch up.
Yeah, when I started working with Jerry Edwin, you know, I gave him the information, you know, he needed. And then he told me, let's wait and see what comes next. So we was waiting we waited up until the 21st of July, which was a Thursday. And I got a gentleman. He told me he have a letter for me to appear in court on the 25th, which will be the Monday. So when I got the letter, you know, I saw the information, you know, and the letter was to appear in court on the 25th at 9 o'clock. And all I appeared. I went to the court, but my lawyer wasn't present.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was just me. And when I went into the court, I saw Antonio Piccolo, which is the Italian guy.
Right.
And his lawyer, which is Aligil, I think is the guy. They was on a screen. They was not present in the court.
Okay.
When I entered, I saw them present on a screen. And the judge told me that Mr. Piccolo and his attorney wouldn't be appearing in the court today. They need more time. They're asking for more time.
Mm-hmm.
And we will give you, they told me they will give me a date to come back in court. And the date they are giving me is the 2nd of February, which is the following year, so it will be 2023.
Right.
So which will be another, how much? Almost about 9 months already? 9 months?
Right. So
I waited 7 months.
Right. Go ahead. Keep going ahead. Go ahead.
I waited 7 months only to hear to come back in 8 months.
So after the case broke, because I know we jump ahead a bit. After the story broke here on Ride Along, have you had any interaction with the Italian guy or anyone for that matter? Did anyone contact you and try to intimidate you? Did you get any calls from anyone related to the case?
Once I was walking along the same road because their house is about 3 houses from where I normally be. And his wife approached me and she was saying, I didn't know that you're living in so and so house. I say, how you know that? I say, how you know that? She said, well, that is what you tell the police. So I say, why is the police giving you my personal information?
Hold on. So hold on. They were able, she confronted you and could have tell you where you live.
The exact house. Yeah, the exact house. The color of it, everything. Yeah.
So how did you know was the police that gave her the information?
Well, about, I think it was the next day, the officer had called me. I forgot her name. I was a female officer. And she told me that she had arrested Mr. Piccolo. And so I said, okay. So I said, why is it you're giving up my personal information? She said, everybody does things different.
So the police, the police officer admitted to you that she did in fact, or they did in fact give you information out?
Yeah,
they admitted to that?
When I asked her that, she said, was everybody does things different.
Interesting. Right. Again, guys, let me update everyone on what's happening here. So about a year or so, guys, we had this incident that happened in Lance Aux Espines, where this young man, John Dell, he was walking right in that general area there, and he was stopped by someone who sort of wanted to ask him, "Why are you doing here?" Right? The gentleman claimed that road, for some reason, that road is his. Now it's a public road. It's a road that I travel to. Even when I was just in Grenada, I travel on that road there. I was going by the beach and I travel on that road. It's a public road. It's not a private road. Nobody own that road there. No private person owned that road. So the person stopped him in the van, and I was asking him, what he doing here, right? He even went as far as to hit him with the mirror of his car. And when he told him that he was going to report it to the police, he said, well, go ahead and call the police. In fact, call this police officer. This is the number. Because he's saying that he know the police very well because he provided them with food. So it was an assault. John Dell went ahead and obtained a lawyer, Jerry Edwin, right? The lawyer for the other side is Mr. Ali Gill. Okay, you're following so far. So it progressed where in one particular instant, the wife of the man in question was able to identify and tell John Dell exactly where he lived. John Dell believed that the police officer is who gave them his personal and private information. We have not fully independently fully confirmed that, but John Dale believed that that is the case, which I believe it's some privacy should be, at least I think so, should be some privacy laws broken in that situation right there. I don't know. I could be wrong, right? Anyway, John Dale went to court in first instance. John, how many times did you go to court before the case got thrown out? How many times did the case actually got thrown out? John Dale, are you there? I'm muted. John Dale, I'm muted. Unmute.
Yeah. That was the only time.
That was the only time.
The 25th of July, 2022.
Right. So tell me about your lawyer now. Was everything done properly? Was everything set up properly? What were your lawyer there representing you at that particular day?
No, he wasn't there, but I called. Well, when I went into the court, it didn't last less than 2 minutes. I didn't stay inside it for more than 2 minutes.
Okay. So John Dale, you went into the court and your lawyer wasn't there, and the other side, he was there on a television with his lawyer.
Yes.
And only to find out that your case cannot be heard at this particular time. Were you given any reason as to why the case cannot and will not be was not held on that day?
I think they said the Mr. Piccolo's attorney is busy and he's asking for more time.
I didn't hear that, John Dale. I didn't hear that.
They say Mr. Piccolo's attorney is busy and he's asking for more time.
He asking for okay. But and you were not contacted before. I mean, you made preparation to be there. You were there. So from that now, what is your lawyer saying? What is your lawyer doing, first of all?
I called him and I told him what happened in the court, and he told me his words was he knew that was going to happen. He knew they was going to show it up for a later pushback for a later date.
I didn't hear that. You sung a little bit muffled there in my ear.
Oh, yeah, he told me that when I called him and I told him what happened in the court, he told me he knew that was going to happen. He knew that's exactly what I was going to do.
Why?
He didn't say why, he just told me he knew that is what I was going to do.
So from here, John Dale, you're looking at the case, you're looking at what transpired. You were told that you have to come back now. When is the next court hearing or the next date?
The 2nd of February.
The 2nd of February. 2023.
Yeah.
2023.
2023, yes.
I'm hearing so much noise. I'm hearing so much noise in my ear. I don't know if it's the wind. I don't know what it is, but I'm hearing a lot of noise in my ear. So John Dale, have you been getting regular update? What is your plans going forward? And also John Dale, did they advise you on the charges that they were putting against Mr. Piccolo?
I said all the judge told me is that Mr. Piccolo's attorney is busy and is asking for more time. So we're gonna see what is the closest date we have available for you to come back in court. And I waited a few seconds, and then they got a date, and they told me the date for me to return to court will be the 2nd of February 2023. That was all I was said. That's everything.
Wow. So the whole thing about this case, the whole thing about this, guys, is that this has been pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. I need to speak to Jerry because I'm not sure if you have been getting the regular updates, but I need to understand it from a legal perspective as to why the case has been pushed back so far. You are obviously ready. Your side was obviously ready, the other side wasn't ready, and you just have to wait for justice to prevail. What are you what is your vibe right now? What are you feeling? What do you want to do? What would you like to say to the powers that be if they're watching the program right now?
Well, to me, I find that the date that is given to me to return to court, I find it was ridiculous because, I mean, look at an incident just happened and they already had a court date for it. So if they was trying to tell me that there isn't no date available before that time, they already got an incident happened just last week and within the space of 3 weeks, the matter is almost resolved in the court.
Right.
And I have to wait almost 8 to 9 months to reappear in court. So I don't understand what is really going on. But I mean, I don't know if they had known, if they had planned that, because when I reached there, the gentleman and his attorney was already on the screen. So I don't know if they had called him days before or weeks before. So I don't know if that was already said. Because when I go there, they wasn't present, I was present. And then I don't know. Sometimes if the gentleman chooses to leave the country, then I won't get no justice because they haven't said anything about his traveling documents or whatever. I know most time when certain incidents happen, they will ask the foreigner to surrender his certain particulars until a certain date.
Mm-hmm.
But he's just like a free bird in the wind. He could do as ever he please.
Right.
To me, it's like no pressure is applying on him. He could do the same thing over and over again, and it's like he will just sail out in the wind because the time span they have given to return to court, he could leave the country and never come back because he owns a restaurant, right? And it's so funny that the restaurant he is in now, he had a same Italian guy before him, and that same Italian guy had fled the country without paying a number of his staff. So I don't know if this is an Italian thing or way of doing things. But I was very unhappy with the decision that was made in the court.
Yeah. Janelle, do you think that you will get justice in this case?
Well, I was waiting until the next appearance in the court to say that because it was only the first time and this is what happened. But so far, the way things looking is like they're going to just beat me around the bush, hoping that I get fed up and not appear in court so they can just dismiss the case.
Right. So your feeling is that they're just trying to kind of draw you out and get you kind of tired and then reach to a point where you just forget about it and then you just dismiss. You have the feeling that that's what's trying to happen.
Yes, that is what I feel right now. That is what I've seen so far.
But then you have a lawyer. You have a lawyer that is working actively on the case. Why haven't you been more engaging, or why isn't the lawyer being more engaging with you to try to resolve the situation? Probably Jerry should be the one here talking to us and giving us the information on what's happening with the case.
Since the court date, I haven't heard anything from him. So.
Okay. All right. So, John, what is justice to you? What are you looking for? What do you expect, or what would be justice for you in this case?
Well, to see him appear in court and be charged.
Right. Do you remember the charges?
I can't remember exactly when the officer called me. She had told me what the charges were. I can't remember exactly. And she told me he said that I was using obscene languages towards him. So he want to I forget what she used. He want to also press charges against me for using obscene languages.
Right. Okay. We're trying to make some attempts to get Jerry, and we will, try to get Jerry, but Jerry is not available right now. Because I would like to ask the attorney what's happening now. What we have heard, guys, and the reason why I wanted to bring us shine a light on this here, there are many other cases, right? Stories that we have brought forth and stories that we have, brought to light here and right along. And it is just taking an astronomical amount of time. No. Last week, we brought a lawyer on and he was explaining to us why some cases take longer than some, right? He did say that if a case is going to trial, then of course it will be a process, right? If in the case with Anderson and the harbor master, where those men pleaded guilty on the first instant, they didn't have to go to trial and spread out and take all this long period of time. But the displeasure that I'm getting from this case here right now and other cases is that it seems as if it's sort of one-sided because the information is not being shared to him clearly. Whether they are, as he feel that they are trying to draw him out, get him tired and exhausted, and at the end of the day feel like he should just forget about the case or whatever it is. So one of the key persons, I think, to get full clarification as to what's happening from a legal perspective might be Jerry Edwin, and he's not available now. I just tried him and I couldn't get him. So John Dell, going forward, tell us, in November or whenever the case, February, whenever the case is held, what are you looking to? What's your expectation? Are you going to be retaining Jerry Edwin? Are you looking to get another lawyer? What are you going to be doing? What plans do you have?
I'm keeping the same lawyer.
Okay. Okay. All right. So what we're going to try to do? Okay. Let me try. John Dell, stay on the line for a quick second. Let me take a quick break and see if I could get in touch with Jerry Edwin to get an update. Don't move, guys. We'll be right back. You're watching Right Along Live.
Grenadian products are now only a mouse click away at grenadamarket.com. Nutmeg and guava jams, jellies and the syrups, world-famous nutmeg pain relief spray, black sage, soursop, lemongrass, and bois bande bar. Ordering is simple and friendly. All major credit cards accepted. Safe, secure shopping guaranteed. GrenadaMarket.com ships your product anywhere in the world. So when you can't go to the island,
Make this carnival a special one at Spice Isle Jewelry. Get up to 40% off our collection of silver and gold jewelry with purchases above $115. Visit our 2 locations on Grenville Street, St. George's and Spiceland Mall, Grand Anse, and see our fine selection of traditional West Indian bangles, necklaces, earrings, rings, and our unique handmade pieces. Step into Spice Isle Jewelry and shop in air-conditioned comfort with friendly, helpful, and courteous staff. We also pay the most for scrap gold. Our repair service is second to none. Treat yourself or someone special with something special from Spice Isle Jewelry. Serving you since 1986. Call us on telephone number 440-3155 or 440-6648. Sale ends August 31st.
Williams Funeral Service serve you with dignity and compassion as you mourn. Every day, we embark on the journey of life, and one day, the journey will end. It's on that day that you can entrust the celebration of life of your loved ones to David Williams Funeral Service. Call 718-291-3823.
Could you All right, so that was me there trying to get Jerry Edwin, which we did. We did get Jerry Edwin, but he's in the middle of something and he cannot talk right now. But here is what Jerry Edwin, the lawyer, is saying. The case has been rescheduled. The Mr. Picaro, man in question, Jerry Edwin said that he's been charged for assault, and he certainly believes that he will win the case. However, the case was pushed back for whatever reason. All right, let me get back John Dell on the line right here. So Jerry Edwin cannot talk. I'd love if Jerry Edwin could have speak to us to give us that update, but he's very busy and he cannot take that call right now. All right. All right, John Dell, you back with us?
Yes.
All right, so I did get a chance to speak to your lawyer. As I was telling everyone that Jerry said that he is charged for assault, and I was trying to bring him on the air, but he's busy negotiating a deal right now, and he's saying that the case will be called. The case was rescheduled for the date that you told us, and he certainly believed that the guy would most likely win the case, right? So Jerry Edwin is very optimistic going forward of the case. So I guess what Jerry Edwin's saying is everything is moving on course, everything is looking good, and it does look good for you at the end of the day. But I think you need to have some communication with Jerry Edwin, because you need to know those things. Those things is stuff that I guess you should know. All right.
Yeah.
Right. But so John Dell, again, connect with Jerry Edwin, and he's going to give you that update on it. And again, he couldn't come on to explain that to us on air. But listen, we appreciate you coming on, chatting with us, John Dell, to give us that update on what's happening there. My brother, stay safe, and we're going to continue to chat with you to find out the progress of this case. All right?
Yes, man.
All right, thanks. All right, guys, so let's open up the phone lines right now. To get your feedback on everything that you heard here so far, right? This is an update program. There's a program that we did about a year ago. Let me put a number up on the screen. And I thought that it was important to update everyone on it. The number that you're calling right now is 718-701-5720. Let us get your feedback on what you heard here today. All right, let's get your feedback on what you heard here today. You could call on the WhatsApp, or you could call direct 718-701-5720. Jenny's saying, I don't believe the lawyer unless someone is lying and you need to defend yourself, but the truth always sets you free. Yeah. And probably later this evening, I'll get Jerry to possibly come in to do a video, probably a video call, a video.
You have a
and
caller.
he could
The
explain
caller
it
has
further.
disconnected the line.
Right?
Goodbye.
Okay. Hi, caller. Caller just hung up. 718-701-5720. Let us know what you have to say about this case. Let me know if you have anything. If you've been following it, what's your thoughts? The lawyer should keep the client up to date with all that's happening. Yeah, we do believe so as well. It should be a two-way street. Let's conversate. All right. Again, guys, 718-701-5720. Let me know. That's the number here. If you want to call in, let me know what's your thoughts on the case. And the update is the case was scheduled for last month, but it was moved for another 8 months again. So in 8 months, John Dell will know the fate and what is the finality of this particular case right here. But however, we'll continue to follow it, right? As we always keep you guys updated on what's happening and more. Again, 718-701-5720. Keep the phone lines open for just a few more minutes if you want to call in. Again, the number you could call on the WhatsApp, and also you could call on the direct phone lines, 718-701-5720. Again, we're keeping the phone lines open, guys. If you guys want to, we're going to give you guys 5 more minutes if you guys want to call in to chat about what you heard here today. Give us your feedback on what you heard. Antonia said it's amazing that a person can't recognize racism in their own country, but will recognize the level of class among their own people. Should also, in the client's interest, to follow up. In their case, communication goes both ways, must not sit down and wait. Yeah, I believe it's important that they have that communication, the lawyer and the client, you know. He should know exactly what's happening with his case, all right? But let me tell you, Jerry is very vocal. Jerry Edwin is not someone that shy away from the cameras to defend his lawyer and also in court as well. So I'll take Jerry Edwin word for it. He's working on it, and as soon as he gets an opportunity to do so, he will come on and express and tell us exactly what's going on with this case. All right, guys. An update on Urban Hits. How you doing? How you doing, Urban Hits? All right, guys. Listen, we're gonna shut it off here. Thank you so much for joining us on this kind of short of abbreviated program. To get an update on what's happening on this particular case. Tomorrow, guys, we have Women's Summit. And you know, on Women's Summit, what we do, we talk about stuff involving women that affect relationship, right? So tomorrow, a very interesting conversation lined up for you guys. Hope you guys join us tomorrow right here and right along live for our Women's Summit. Come early, guys. It's going to be a good one. On behalf of all our production team here, Team Ride Along, our producers, my executive producer, Lois JJ, moderators, Gail, Kibbs, Deanne Fraser, in studio with me, Jacoby George. We say good night. Have a great night. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Make this carnival a special one at Spice Isle Jewelry. Get up to 40% off our collection of silver and gold jewelry with purchases above $115. Visit our 2 locations on Grenville Street, St. George's and Spiceland Mall, Grand Dance, and see our fine selection of traditional West Indian bangles, necklaces, earrings, rings, and our unique handmade pieces. Step into Spice Isle Jewelry and shop in air-conditioned comfort with friendly, helpful, and courteous staff. We also pay the most for scrap gold. Our repair service is second to none. Treat yourself or someone special with something special from Spice Isle Jewelry. Serving you since 1986. Call us on telephone number 440-3155 or 440-6.
Chicks Export Limited, Toronto, Canada. Shipping barrels and other cargo to Grenada in 3 weeks, including custom clearing and home delivery to anywhere in Grenada. They source, purchase, and ship new and used anything. Call or WhatsApp Eric, aka Greens, on 416-569-9755. That's 416-569-9755. Check us out on Facebook at Green Chicks Export or email us at greenchicksexport@gmail.com.
Well, it's on Ride Along, so it's happening here.
Came over here. What does it mean? You know, I grew up in what I guess you call a typical family.
We break all the stories, and that's just a fact. And that's why everyone has a story to tell. Right along.